Hello dear children, this is grade 6 mathematics lesson number 15 length. I am teacher Ruveni Vithanage from Sapgaskanda Mahavidyalaya, Makola. By studying this lesson, you will be able to identify the concept of length, identify instruments used to measure length, identify units used to measure length, and also you will be able to identify the relationship between the units of length. This is a running event. You may have seen running events similar to this in your sports meet also. Running event is a distance we run. We run a distance. 100 meters running event, 50 meters running events, 400 meters running events, sometimes 1500 meters running events. Similarly, there are different types of running events in our sports meet too. So, a running event is a distance we run. That means, my dear students, it is also a length. Now let's see what are the different words we can use instead of the word length. In this picture you can see a tree. This tree has a height of 3 meters. 3 meters is a length, and for this tree we say that it is height of the tree. Height. And the width of the classroom. Width of the classroom is also a length. Therefore, the word width is also used to represent a length. In this diagram, there is a gate. We can see that the length of the gate is marked as 3 meters. Length of the gate is 3 meters length. And there is a fish tank. The depth of the fish tank is 50 centimeters. Depth of the fish tank is 50 centimeters. This 50 centimeters is also a certain length, but when you consider the fish tank, we use the word depth. Thickness of a coin. This coin has a thickness of 3 millimeters. It is a very small thickness or a very small length. When you consider this coin, instead of the word length, we say that the thickness of a coin. Thickness. Accordingly, length is the linear distance, or we say that the shortest distance from one end to the other end. Length is the linear distance from one end to the other end. Now let's learn what are the instruments we can use to measure length. See, instruments that are used to measure length. Measuring tape is an instrument we use. Foot ruler, all of us have seen the foot ruler, and this is the meter ruler. Meter ruler is also an instrument we use to measure length. This is measuring wheel. You may have seen this measuring wheel in your playground. To measure any distance in our playground, in school we use this measuring wheel. Here, this is a modern instrument used to measure length. This is a modern instrument, and on this screen the length is appeared. The length is marked or it's appeared automatically in this screen. So it is very easy to read the length as a reading using this modern instrument. We call this EDM, or electronic distance measuring instrument. Electronic distance measuring instrument. This is an EDM. EDM. Now let's learn what are units of measuring length. The units we use to measure length. One unit is millimeters. The symbol we use to represent millimeters is simple mm. And centimeters is another unit we use to measure length. The symbol is cm. And meters is another unit of measuring length. It is m, simple m. Kilometers is also another unit we use to measure length, that is represented by simple km. Here you have to remember that all the units we use here, all the symbols are written using simple letters. All the units are written as symbols using simple letters. mm, cm, m and km. Then when we use those different types of units, let's see what are the instances where the units are used. When you measure a thickness of a coin, the thickness of a coin, we use the unit millimeters, because a coin has a very small length, thickness, very small thickness. It is a very small length, so we use millimeters to measure it, 3 millimeters. And length of the classroom, we use the length of the classroom using meters, because classroom has a normally bigger length, so we can use meters to measure the length of the classroom. Length of a book is comparatively small, so we use centimeters to measure the length of a book. Centimeters. Length of the highway, kilometers. Kilometers is the unit we use to measure a very long distance or a very long length, like length of a road, distance from one city to another city. And here, as this example, length of the highway. So we use kilometers to measure very long distances. So millimeters for very small distances, then centimeters for distances more than millimeters. Then to measure more distance we use meters, and a very long distance we use kilometers. Okay, now let's see how to identify the suitable measuring unit for the following instances. Here we have 6 instances: depth of a glass, thickness of a tablet, height of the water bottle, length of the textbook, length of a conference hall, length around the waist. Depth of a glass. The most suitable unit to measure is centimeters. Centimeters. Thickness of a tablet. Tablet has a very small thickness or very small height, length. So, the most suitable unit to measure the thickness of a tablet is millimeters. Height of the water bottle, centimeters. The most suitable unit to measure the height of a water bottle is centimeters. We know that the water bottle is comparatively taller, or it has a more length than a tablet. Therefore, the most suitable unit to measure the height of the water bottle is centimeters. Length of the textbook can be measured using centimeters. You know that when someone asks you to measure and tell the length of your textbook, you use the ruler. the normal ruler you have. We know that the units that are marked in the ruler is centimeters. Centimeters. Length of a conference hall. We can measure the length of a conference hall using meters because a conference hall has a very big length than the length of a textbook. Therefore, to measure the length of a conference hall easily, we use the unit meters. Length around the waist. We can use centimeters to measure the length around the waist. Now we are going to identify the relationship between the units of length. Let's first identify the relationship between millimeters and meters. In this picture, you can see a part of our normal ruler. Here, we can see only the numbers 0 and 1. And when you look at this ruler very carefully, you can see that there are small lines drawn in between 0 and 1. Because of those small lines, the distance between 0 and 1 is separated into 10 small gaps. 10 small gaps. The distance of a one such gap is called a distance of 1 millimeter. The distance between two small lines or the length of a one small gap is known as a length of 1 millimeter. Since there are 10 such gaps between 0 and 1 centimeters, we say that 1 centimeter is equal to 10 millimeters. Therefore, the relationship between centimeters and millimeters is 1 centimeter is equal to 10 millimeters. Now let's identify the relationship between meters and centimeters. This is a meter ruler. All of you know and may have seen this meter ruler. When you look at this meter ruler carefully, we can see that the meter ruler is divided into 100 centimeters. It is divided into 100 centimeters. Therefore, we say that 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeters. Therefore, the relationship between meters and centimeters is 1 meter equals 100 centimeters. Now let's identify the relationship between kilometers and meters. In these pictures, you can see that 2 kilometers posts that are situated beside the road. Here, 1 kilometer posts and 2 kilometer posts are appeared. The distance or the length between these 2 kilometer posts is 1 kilometer. Or if you measure the same distance using meters, it is 1000 meters. Therefore, we say that the relationship between kilometers and meters is 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meters. Okay, now let's identify when we convert units by multiplying. First, conversion of centimeters into millimeters. We know that 1 centimeter is equal to 10 millimeters. Therefore, to convert centimeters into millimeters, we multiply by 10. and then conversion of meters into centimeters. Meters into centimeters. We know that the relationship between meters and centimeters is 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeters. Therefore, when converting meters into centimeters, we multiply by 100. Conversion of kilometers into meters. We know that the relationship between kilometers and meters is 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meters. Therefore, to convert kilometers into meters, we multiply by 1000. Now here we can notice that when converting a larger unit into a smaller unit, we have to multiply. To convert a larger unit into a smaller unit, we have to multiply. Now let's see when we convert units by division. First one is conversion of millimeters into centimeters. That is, we divide a length given in millimeters by 10 to convert it into centimeters. We divide a length given in millimeters by 10 to convert it into centimeters. Then conversion of centimeters into meters. Conversion of centimeters into meters. We have to divide a length given in centimeters by 100 to convert it into meters. We have to divide a length given by centimeters by 100 to convert it into meters. Next one, conversion of meters into kilometers. Conversion of meters into kilometers. We have to divide a length given in meters by 1000 to convert it into kilometers. We have to divide a length given in meters by 1000 to convert it into kilometers. Now similarly, you can identify that to convert a smaller unit into a bigger unit, you have to divide. To convert a smaller unit into a bigger unit, you have to divide. Now let's do a problem. To convert a value represented in centimeters to millimeters, it should be multiplied by 10. Using this, let's try to represent the following lengths in millimeters. First one, 2 centimeters. Now we know that centimeters is bigger than millimeters. We know that to convert a bigger unit to a smaller unit, we have to multiply. Then 2 centimeters when multiplied by 10 is 20 millimeters. 8 centimeters, we multiply 8 by 10, it is equal to 80 millimeters. 30 centimeters, we multiply 30 by 10, it is equal to 300 millimeters. 55 centimeters, we multiply 55 by 10, it is 550 millimeters. This is how we convert centimeters into millimeters. And then we know that to convert a value represented in millimeters to centimeters, it should be divided by 10. Using this, let's represent the following lengths in millimeters. 10 millimeters. Now we have to convert 10 millimeters into a bigger unit. So we have to divide. Then we know the relationship between millimeters and centimeters is 1 centimeter equals 10 millimeters. So we have to divide by 10. 10 divided by 10 is 1 centimeter. Then 30 millimeters. To convert 30 millimeters into centimeters also, we have to Divide 30 by 10. Then it is equal to 3 centimeters. 450 millimeters. To convert 450 millimeters into centimeters, we have to divide 450 by 10. It is 45 centimeters. Now let's solve problems related to length. Question is, represent the following lengths in centimeters and millimeters. First one, 12 millimeters. 12 millimeters, we know that in 12 millimeters, there are 10 millimeters and 2 millimeters. So, 10 millimeters is equal to 1 centimeter and remaining is 2 millimeters. Therefore, when you write 12 millimeters in centimeters and millimeters, the answer is 1 centimeter and 2 millimeters. Similarly, 45 millimeters is 40 plus 5, that means 4 centimeters and 5 millimeters. 83 millimeters is 80 plus 3, so 8 centimeters and 3 millimeters. 426 millimeters is 420 plus 6, so it's 42 centimeters and 6 millimeters. Next question, represent the following lengths in centimeters. First one is 35 millimeters. To convert 35 millimeters into centimeters, we can write that 35 is equal to 30 plus 5. 30 millimeters is 3 centimeters plus 5 centimeters. So, here we divide centimeters 30 and centimeters 5 by 10. Then it is 3 centimeters plus 0.5 centimeters. The answer is 3.5 centimeters. And then let's represent 6.7 centimeters in millimeters. We know that 6.7 centimeters is 6 centimeters plus 0.7 centimeters. We know that 6 centimeters is 60 millimeters and 0.7 centimeters is 7 millimeters. Then the answer is 67 millimeters. Next question is, represent the following lengths in centimeters. 12 millimeters is equal to 1.2 centimeters. 3 millimeters is equal to 0.3 centimeters. 132 millimeters is equal to 13.2 centimeters. 421 millimeters is equal to 42.1 centimeters. Then let's represent the following lengths in millimeters. First one, 7 centimeters is equal to 70 millimeters. Here we have to multiply 7 by 10. 7 into 10 is 70. 6 centimeters and 4 millimeters. 6 centimeters is 60 millimeters. 60 plus 4 is 64 millimeters. Answer is 64 millimeters. 7.2 centimeters. 7 centimeters is 70. 0.2 is 2. 70 plus 2 is 72 millimeters. 10.3 centimeters. 10 centimeters is 100 millimeters. 0.3 is 3 millimeters. 100 plus 3 is 103 millimeters. Now you are able to identify the concept of length, identify instruments used to measure length, identify units used to measure length, and now you are able to identify the relationship between the units of length. Okay, my dear children, I hope you understood this lesson very well and try to do all the exercises in your textbook by using this.